Oh, hello, my friends. Scotty J here, back again with another episode of Virtue's Last Reward. Now, last time we went with Temioji and Clover through the PEC, the Pressure Exchange Chamber, and found out the door to that was completely welded shut and there was no way to escape whatsoever. After some disappointing revelations there, we made it into the Floor B warehouse, and found the white chromatic doors. Before we could really muse much on what those meant, we were interrupted by the sound of an AV door opening, because Dio probably opened another one. Boo! Anywho, with that, that's pretty much where we're at. We're on our way back now to see what the hell Dio's up to, and who else is up there with him. Let's find out, shall we? We returned to the Floor A warehouse to find only two people waiting for us. Kay, who'd gone through the red door, and Dio, who'd gone through the green door. Where's Quark? We took him to the infirmary. At the moment, Alice, Fi, and Luna are looking after him. Is he alright? I don't know if I would describe him as alright, but apparently his condition has not worsened, if that's what you mean. He's still resting. However, Good! I'm gonna go to the infirmary. Ah, Temioji, please, wait! Temioji ignored Kay and took off at a run towards the yellow door. Oh dear. He's gone. There was something I needed to tell him. Oh, it's not like it matters. The girls just tell him when he gets there. He ought to calm down once he's seen the kid. Clover and I looked at one another, eyebrows raised. What are they going to tell him? Well, you see... Wait, what? You found virus medicine in the laboratory? Yes. Unfortunately, it's only a single vial. Then we can cure Quark's Radical 6. So it would seem. Well, I guess we should head over to the infirmary and see how he's doing. Come on, let's go. Right behind you. Well, that's good news. They found the meds, and Dio didn't steal them. Hey, what a great time. He should be fine now. It might take some time for him to fully recover, but the worst is over. Luna's voice was quiet as she stepped back from Quark. She held an injection gun with an empty vial. Delicately, she placed it back in the cabinet. Quark had been laid out on a crude cot and was still sound asleep. His breathing was even, and his expression was peaceful. He looked like any other child, sleeping soundly after a long day of doing whatever it is children do to amuse themselves. Any traces of the insanity he'd shown earlier were nowhere to be found. Is he really gonna be okay? Yes. We analyzed the vial and confirmed that it was indeed Excelavir. Now that I've administered it, the Excelavir should eradicate the virus completely, given enough time, right? Yes, that should be the case. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, what a relief. Things were looking pretty sketchy there for a while, that's for sure. I felt some of the tension disappear from my shoulders, and I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. We weren't out of the woods yet, but at least Quark was safe. Phew. Myoji let out a long, shaky sigh, and lowered himself onto one of the empty beds. He rubbed his hands wearily across his face, and I thought I saw a glint of tears. Alice, you and Kay, I don't know what to say other than thanks. You saved his life. I don't know the words to tell you how much that means to me. Oh, please. It was nothing, really. We just happened to be the ones who went through the red door. Where is Kay? He's not in here. He's still in the warehouse. Dio and Kay stayed behind. They went there to wait for you guys while we came back here. We figured someone should explain what was going on, so you wouldn't come back to an empty warehouse. So Dio and Kay were the ones to open the AB gates? Not both of them. There was only one door open. Well, we should get back and tell them how Quark's doing. Kay will at least want to know. Oh yeah, you're right. I nodded and headed back towards the other side of the room. I was nearly there when Tenmyoji suddenly spoke. Oh, that's right. Huh? You know that memory card we found? This thing? Yeah. I think I know how we can take a look at what's on it. Oh? What, you don't remember? There was a memory card in here that looked just like it. We used to solve the puzzles. Oh, yeah, he's right. There's a slot next to the screen. It should work for this one, too.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Right, yeah. All right, well, let's give this a shot, then.
Yeah, I want to see what's on it.
Okay, just give me a minute here. I slid the card into the slot next to the screen. No sooner had I done so than an image of a waveform popped up on the screen.
Is there an audio file on here? Why don't we turn up the volume a bit?
Luna tapped a few things on the screen, and a bar began to move across the screen. Before long, a voice drifted out of the speakers.
This is Control. How's it going over there? Bet you missed the sound of my voice, huh? Well, I gotta be honest, it's getting pretty lonely over here, too. Feeling kind of like howling at the moon, lone wolf style. Speaking of, I'm looking at it right now, and the old girl is beautiful. Never seen a moon this full. Oh, and that color. That's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh? The moon's this amazing red. If it wasn't so beautiful, it'd be kind of ominous, actually. Wish you guys could see it, too, but, sorry, I forgot. You're supposed to be on Mars, aren't you? So, how are Phobos and Deimos looking right now? Sure hope I'll get a look at them someday, too. Anyways, over. Hey, something wrong? Talk to me, guys. What, you gonna play hard to get because we haven't talked in so long? Enough jokes, alright? Knock it off. Where are you guys? Is there something wrong with the radio? You're saying everything's green. Well, then what the hell's going on over here? Why aren't they responding? No, the video feed's online. Look, you can see all 9 of them, 3 at each table. What? Someone's hacked our feed? What do you mean this isn't live? And an old clip on repeat? Who would do that? What in the hell is happening here? This is Control. I repeat, this is Control. Please come in. I'm asking you to respond. This is... Oh, thank God. You really had me worried there. What happened? 6 of us are dead.
What?
Counting myself, there are only 3 left. Why are... They were killed.
What?
I guess you could say I killed them. No, that's not quite right. Not just them. Not just these 6. All of them. All 6 billion. Soon I will have killed 6 billion people. Are you there? Hey, respond! Damn it! This is Control. I repeat, this is Control. We have an emergency situation. We have an unconfirmed report of 6 deceased test subjects. Deploy a rescue and escort teams to the test site immediately. Oh, shit! What the hell happened in there?
Is that it?
Yes. What on earth was that?
Any ideas? I got only frowns and shaken heads in response. Only one person showed a reaction other than stunned confusion. Tenmyoji. Long after the audio ended, he stared at the screen, deep in thought.
Do you know something, Tenmyoji?
Yeah. I think I know what that was. It's probably a transmission from the Mars mission test site.
Mars? I'm sorry, what? I mean, you mean some kind of space travel? What kind of test site was it?
Huh. Did you know the government's developing spaceships with particle annihilation engines? Those ships would be able to get humans to Mars a lot faster than the old chemical rockets. But they don't just want to send a manned Mars mission off half-cocked. That was the idea behind this test. They built a whole complex on this old Air Force base in Nevada. The idea was that it'd be a simulation of a manned mission to Mars, with a crew of 9 men and women. They'd monitor the whole thing and use that data to plan the real mission. So what we just listened to was a transmission from that project?
Yeah. Why is something like that here?
Don't know why. We found it in the safe. No explanation. Dollars to donuts, it's gotta be something to do with Zero's plan.
You mean we were meant to hear what was on that card?
Yeah.
That's all very interesting, but how exactly do you know all of this?
About the simulated Mars mission?
Yes.
I was involved in the project.
Involved?
The intent was to create as accurate a simulation as possible. That meant we needed to simulate the radio silence we'd experienced during a conjunction.
What's a conjunction?
It means 2 things in space are close to each other, but in this case, we're talking about a superior conjunction, where Mars and Earth are on the exact opposite sides of the sun. So, Unless we get some sort of relay, there'd be a period of time where we won't be able to communicate with each other. What we heard on the card was when the simulated conjunction was scheduled to end.
That's when they died.
No, we don't know that. They could have died long before that conversation. All we know is that that's when it was discovered.
So 6 of the test subjects died, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember what she said? There was something about how she didn't just kill 6 people. She said 6 billion. What the heck is that's supposed to mean?
Just what in the hell happened there?
Demioji frowned and looked down at the floor. We were all silent as he paced slowly back and forth across the room. At last he stopped, raised his head, and spoke.
The truth is, there was a chance a virus escaped from the test site.
A virus? Wait, you don't mean...
Yeah, Radical 6.
Why? How can that be?
I'm just telling you what I know, okay? Nobody's sure how Radical 6 got there in the first place. But one of the subjects might have been infected when they entered, or the virus itself might have been an intentional part of the simulation. The test site deaths became the index case for a pandemic. Anyways, prevailing wisdom says it got out somehow, and once it was out, it spread pretty quickly, all across the planet.
And it killed 6 billion people?
Well, not directly. Best numbers put only a third or so of those deaths as caused directly by Radical 6. The other 4 billion died from the collapse caused by the deaths of the first third. The whole world just fell apart.
Wow, damn, I have a lot of questions. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start knowing where to start. Well, no, I take that back. Explain that date. Unless I heard that wrong, the date Radical 6 got out was December 31st, 2028.
Yeah,
But the day I got grabbed by the guy in the gas mask was December 25th, 2028.
Me too. Christmas Day. I was kidnapped on Christmas too. Clover and I were taken 3 days earlier, on the 22nd. Yeah.
Then you see what I'm saying, right? That recording was made close to the week after we were all picked up. What in the hell is going on here? That thing's from the future.
you see,
10 minutes remain until Amidek's game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
we're out of time. We need to go back to the warehouse.
Wait! You haven't answered!
Don't care. I need more than 10 minutes to explain everything. Half-assing it's only gonna make you more confused. Now get moving.
But
That's enough. Shut your damn hole or I'll pick and betray.
Hey, come on now!
Fine. Do what you want. But I need to get back to the AB rooms. I'd like to stay with Quark, but he seems to be doing all right.
I'll stay here with him, if I can do the voting for our pair. I can trust her. Is that all right with you? Yeah, sure.
Well, if you'd be willing to do that, I'd be much obliged. Thanks, Luna. Take good care of him.
Of course. I'll make sure everything goes fine.
Tomioji gave her one last nod, then turned and dashed out of the infirmary. Well, that's that, I guess. We should probably be going too, then.
Yes. We'll just have to wait to hear the rest of what he has to say later. I'd rather just get it out in the open now, but there's not much we can do. Let's get going then.
Interesting. Oh, hey, Kay. We returned to the warehouse to find only Kay. I explained what happened with Quark and then glanced around the room. Hey, where's Dio? He gone to the AB room already.
Already? Indeed. Then he opened the first AB gate, right?
Of course.
This is bad. I won't be able to talk with him. It's gonna limit my choices.
You've only got one BP, don't you?
Yeah, Luna's the same. If I choose as ally and Dio picks betray,
Vi and Luna will be penalized.
I don't have a choice. I have to pick betray. The risk with the ally is just too high.
Hey, Alice, don't you have one BP too?
That's right. But Kay and I will be playing against Quark. And he'll just default to ally. So I guess you don't need to worry about getting penalized then, huh?
But what if Alice and Kay choose betray? Oh, you needn't worry. That will not happen. Even though, as you have told me, Quark is recovering, he is still weak. Or so, he is only a child. To betray an innocent child would be...
Yes, that would be unthinkable. Even if you ignore his age and condition, it's hardly fair to take advantage of someone who can't vote.
So you'll vote to ally?
Yes. Of course.
Well then, shall we go?
Yes.
Kay and Alice nodded to one another and disappeared into the AB room, second from the right. Not saying anything, Phi turned and walked to the room just left of theirs. That left only myself, Clover, and Tenmyoji.
Remember what you said to me when you chose the blue door? Something about how you convinced me to choose ally. Seems like now would be a good time to let me know how you're going to convince me.
Well, it's not that complicated. I promise you that Clover and I will vote ally. That's it, pretty much.
Huh, I see. And you figure I'll believe you because you've only got one BP. Once you tell me you plan to ally, I won't be able to choose betray. Since if you're telling the truth,
You'll kill me.
Not a bad plan, but it assumes that I've taken killing you off the table. Seems like a risky bet for you.
I disagree.
Yeah, and why's that?
Clover's BP is 6. If you ally and we betray, then she'd have enough points to escape, right? She could run off through the number 9 door as soon as this round is over.
I never.
That's easy for you to say, but think about it from my perspective. Sure, you might not, but you also might. And if I guess wrong, that's a pretty big loss for me.
Huh, well, what if Clover tries to seduce you when you get what she wants?
Wait, what?
Huh?
That's just an example. What I'm trying to say is that once you two are in that room, Clover might try and make some sort of bargain with you. I'm asking what you're going to do if that happens. Are you sure you'll still choose ally?
Seduce me, huh?
Hey! What are you staring at, you perv? There's no way on earth I'd do anything like that. Ugh, as if. In your dreams, creep.
Well, that's that then. Not gonna lie, though, I'm a little disappointed.
Huh. So I can trust you? You're going to choose ally.
Yeah,
You can trust us.
Promise?
of course.
We promise.
All right. I guess I'll vote ally too then.
3 minutes remain until Ambidex's game polling closes.
Well, looks like we don't have much time left. I'm trusting you.
I'm trusting you too. Tenmyoji gave us a curt nod and turned and strode into the second AB room from the left. Right, well, let's get to it.
Yeah!
Oh boy. Another round of voting begins.
What shall we do, eh?
Probably choose ally.
Oh no. Hey, Sigma. I wanted to ask you something.
Oh, what's up?
Could you pick betray for me?
Wait, what?
I mean, I could try and, like, tackle you. Oh, but you're so big and strong, you'd probably just throw me on the ground and that'd be it.
Yeah, well,
So I thought I might as well ask you really nicely. Oh, I mean, I'd be happy to, pay you back. If you just pick betray for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
anything?
Yep, anything.
Uh,
So, think carefully, okay? If you choose ally, you're trusting him with your life.
yeah, if he chooses betray, it's all over.
Uh-huh. Are you really, really sure you can trust that old fart?
Hey now, that's not very nice.
The only safe choice is to pick betray.
But if he chooses ally and we don't,
Then I'll have 9 BP. But don't need to worry about that. Even if I do get 9 BP, I won't just go and open the number 9 door all by myself. I mean, Alice won't have 9 points yet. And I can't leave her behind. Please, will you pick betray? 20 seconds remain until Ambidex's game polling closes.
the voting machine was in front of me. I didn't have much time left to think. Would I keep my promise to Tenmyoji and pick ally? Or would I betray him for Clover and...
If you pick betray for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
In the end, there was only one possible answer.
3, 2, 1.
I don't trust Clover. Ally.
Vote has been recorded. Please wait. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Oh boy, let's see what happens. Or are we dead?
Hopefully we're not dead. That'd be sad. Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen. And Alice K. Quark, ally. Hey, ally. Betray. Yeah, of course, Dio's a bitch. We allied. Tenmyoji also allied. Phew. All right. Hey, no one's got 9 points. We're all good to go. Let's continue on. Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Looks like you managed to trust me.
Well, seems like I made the right choice.
Only did what I said I would.
You really helped me out there. Thanks.
I could say the same thing. No need for thanks.
The corner of his mouth twitched into a grin. I felt myself smile a little bit in response. Clover, on the other hand, looked less than pleased.
That was a bad choice, Sigma. And after I told you I'd listen to anything you say. Oh well, whatever.
She sighed heavily, shot me one last annoyed look, and stalked off.
Bye, Clover.
Across the room, Dio and Phi were already confronting one another over their own results.
You tried to kill me and Luna. Can't say I'm surprised.
Oh, don't give me that. You knew exactly what I was doing. I knew you weren't stupid enough to pick Ally. You'd defend yourself with Betray, just like I would. Wait, where's Luna?
In the infirmary, looking after Quark.
Is that where Alice went too?
Alice? No, she went in the AB room with Kay.
Yes, we did indeed enter together. When the doors opened, however, she left somewhat unsteadily in the direction of the cyan door.
She left the warehouse?
Indeed.
Without even checking the results?
Correct. There was little reason to check them.
Yeah, it's not like Quark was going to betray you.
Indeed.
And you two still chose Ally? Man, what a pair of bleeding hearts!
If you say so. Being mocked for my compassion is a small price to pay for retaining my humanity.
Where did Alice run off to?
While we were in the AB room, she mentioned being quite tired. Perhaps she went to one of the cabins to rest?
Oh, well, I guess that would make sense.
An ominous rumble filled the warehouse. Oh, it's just the doors closing. Okay, phew. That messes with me.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There's no set limit on the usage of star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
We can open the gates as many times as we want? Huh.
That means the star keys can be used to play the AB game as many times and any number of times. If I understood that announcement correctly, that is.
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gate opens, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. Hey, can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended to me to examine. Alright, so that would be Clover with the 8 pair. That would be Phi with the 1 pair. Tenmyoji with the 8 pair. Kay with a red solo. Ooh. That's... Dio? Dio with a green solo. And us with a blue solo. Interesting. Well, it looks like all the colors are weird. Clover's a cyan pair, and Phi's a magenta pair, but Tenmyoji's a yellow pair?
The 3 solos are red, green, bleen. Green and blue. Kay's red, Dio's green, you're blue.
Then how are we supposed to group up for the chromatic doors? I think they're going to be white this time. Ah, yes, Dio told me about them. Very interesting.
Yeah, they're white, all of them. I had a good look while I was waiting for Sigma to show up down in the warehouse.
You should have seen them too then, Phi.
Yeah, I did. You're talking about the doors in the Floor B warehouse, right?
Yeah. So lay it on us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? Phi nodded and began to explain. Option A. Timioji, yellow, and me, blue, will form one group. Vi, magenta, and Dio, green, will form another group. Clover, cyan, and K, red, will form the third.
Huh? Wait, are you saying there's only one option?
Yeah, there's no other way we can group up to make white. Alice, Luna, and Quark aren't here to show us their bracelets, so we don't know for sure what their colors are. But it's pretty clear they're all pairs, since none of the other pairs have a partner yet.
So they'll be yellow, magenta, and cyan, right?
Right.
Alright, what now? We got plenty of time till those white doors open.
Yeah, about an hour it looks like.
I'm gonna go find Alice. Of course. I'll come with you then.
Clover gave her a shrug, and the two of them headed off to the cyan. Bye, Clover, and bye.
Do I really need to say it?
The infirmary, right? You're gonna go check on Quark?
Yeah.
He gave a nod and trotted off through the yellow door. That left only the three of us. Dio, Kay, and myself. What are you guys gonna go do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head over to the lounge and have a drink. You wanna tag along, Kay?
Are you making fun of me? I find it rather hard to drink with this mask on.
Oh, right, of course. My bad. Well, I'm out. Later.
With a lazy wave of his hand, Dio slouched off towards the magenta door. It took me a moment to realize Kay was following him.
Hey, what is this? You following me?
No, you must be mistaken. I hope to investigate floor B further. There are still several rooms I haven't visited.
Okay. You don't need to tell me your whole life story. See ya.
The conversation ended as they reached the door and stepped through it. Alright, what should I do?
So that's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh?
Oh, of course! I need to get a story out of Tenmyoji. The words were scarcely out of my mouth before I set off at a dead run down the hallway and towards the infirmary. Huh? There's nobody here. The room was completely empty. I edged forward and peeked around the partition. There he was, Tenmyoji. He was standing next to Quark, apparently oblivious to my presence, looking down at something in his hand. A picture? Must have made some small noise because he suddenly looked up, saw me, and hastily shoved the photo back into his pocket. Hey, what was that? It was a photo of something, right? Oh, what was it, yours?
Forget it. It's got nothing to do with you.
But all the stuff we had was taken away from us when we were grabbed. Why are you hiding it?
Why should I tell you about one measly photo, huh?
Anyway, where's Luna?
I asked her to leave. I wanted to be alone with Quark for a bit. So, why are you here?
I want to hear the rest.
The rest of what? The hell are you talking about?
Talk about the simulated manned mission to Mars. We heard the recording about it.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about. I'm getting old. Memory is not what it used to be. I seem to be forgetting a lot of stuff lately.
Hey, nice try, pal. You're not getting away with that this time. You remembered something, all right? You remembered so much, you told me it'd take way more than 10 minutes to tell it all.
You really sure you want to know?
Huh?
Maybe I'll tell you, and then you'll regret it. Maybe you'll wish you'd kept your fool mouth shut. Just think about all the hopes you got for the future, and all the happy memories of your past. What if what I tell you makes everything you've ever believed ring hollow, and the whole world just crumbles around you? You sure you want that?
Hey, come on. You don't need to threaten me.
This isn't a threat. I'm being honest here. Are you really, truly prepared?
Well, of course. I never got the chance to say I am. Before I could, Fi exploded into the room, her face a mixture of anxiety and fear.
Oh, good. There you are.
Did something happen?
Alice is...
Huh?
Look, just come with me, all right? She's in the number 2 cabin. Oh, no!
Not waiting for a response, Fi spun around and ran back out of the room. Timioji and I exchanged a quick, confused look, and then leapt up and took off after her.
Oh no. Ah, balls. Oh god, and it's even worse this time. There's a lot more stabs in there.
Oh. Alice! First thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the plasma of red on her chest. It felt as if I'd walked straight into a brick wall. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. No. Why did this happen? I forced one shaking foot forward, then the next. My legs began to buckle, and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest. Calm down. Calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. Then at last I pressed my fingers to her neck, and all my hopes were dashed. No pulse. Clearly she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. No. Oh, it's not true. Why? Then I noticed it. All the blood must have distracted me, but now I saw that there was a scalpel buried in her chest. Just by the position of its handle, she'd been stabbed through the heart. I felt the sympathetic twinge of pain in my own chest, and my stomach lurched. Bile and hopelessness rose up in my throat. I stood, hands balled tightly into white-knuckled fists, and took a deep breath. All around the room, the rest of the Nonary Games participants, except of course for Quark. I wanted to ask which one of them had killed her. Even if it had been one of them, though, there's no way they'd answer. All I could do was stare at each one of them in turn, asking myself, is this person a murderer? The looks they traded with one another suggested that I wasn't the only person wondering if they were standing next to a killer. An unsettling silence filled the room. Clover was the first to speak.
Who did this? Say something! Answer me! Please, Clover, calm down. We don't even know if she was killed. Then what happened? An accident? You think a scalpel just dropped from the ceiling and stabbed her? Cool it, kid. You did it, didn't you? Are you nuts? Then who did it? Who killed her? Clover, even if we assume that she was murdered, that doesn't necessarily mean the killer was one of us, does it? Wait a minute. You entered the aid room with Alice during the last round, didn't you? Something happened in there, didn't it? No, nothing happened. Don't lie to me! There's no way Alice would just run off like that. She wouldn't leave me. Something happened. If she was gonna leave, she'd tell me. She... Hey, Clover. Don't you think just assuming Alice was murdered is jumping the gun a little bit? How can you look at her and say that? Scalpels don't just stab people all by themselves. Oh, I see. I see it now. I get it. You're all in on it, aren't you? It wasn't just one killer, it was 6! No wonder you're so anxious to say this wasn't a murder!
Clover, please, calm down.
Fine. Show me some proof then. Prove to me in 10 seconds you didn't murder my friend. Or I'm gonna kill every last one of you bastards! You're all gonna die just like she did!
Hey, hold on a minute.
9, 8, 7... Clover? 6, 5, 4... Clover? 3, 2, 1... Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Suddenly, Clover moved. I leapt forward and clamped my hand around her wrist.
What are you doing?
Clover, listen to me. Alice wasn't killed. Nobody murdered her. She took her own life.
What? No, there's no way she'd do that.
It's true. She stabbed herself in the heart with a scalpel.
Alright, where'd she get the scalpel then?
Well?
I did hear someone come into the infirmary right after the AP game ended.
Was that before I showed up?
Yes. I got up to see who it was, but they were already gone. It could have been Alice.
So she could have taken the scalpel then?
Yes, I think so. You're lying! This is a lie! It has to be!
It's not. It's the truth.
Then why did she do it? Why would Alice kill herself?
She probably didn't have a reason.
What?
She'd been infected with Radical 6. That's what killed her.
But you just said she killed herself. Just tell me the truth.
I am!
Then prove it. You've 10 seconds ran out a long time ago. So if you don't have any proof...
I do! I have proof. There was a journal in the lab, wasn't there, Kay? Show it to me.
A journal?
It would have been in the safe.
Oh, well, Alice would have it then.
Fi, can you... I don't feel right touching a dead woman's body. Can you take a look?
Sure.
Her hands barely shook as she quickly searched through Alice's clothing. It was only seconds before she stopped. Slowly and carefully, she drew something out. There it was. The journal. Fi turned to hand it to me, but I shook my head. You read it. It's in Latin. I can't make heads or tails of it. She cocked an eyebrow at me and flipped the small book open. When she looked back at me, it was with both suspicion and surprise.
Yeah, it's in Latin, but translating this is impossible. It's full of words I've never heard of before. I can barely understand any of this.
Page 216.
Huh?
Turn to page 216. You should be able to read that one. Fi's frown deepened, but she did as I'd suggested. I watched her eyes quickly scan the page before looking at me with renewed suspicion.
Yeah, I can read this page. How'd you know? No, wait, how'd you even know there was a journal in the lab?
I just knew, okay?
You just knew? Come on.
Hey, look, just read it, okay? Clover wants to hear what it has to say. Right?
Yeah. Right. Give me a moment to look it over.
After a few moments of whispering to herself in Latin, Fi began to translate, paraphrasing the contents of the journal.
Radical 6 reduces the processing speed of the brain by a factor of the root of 1/6. One of the symptoms of Radical 6 infection is an overwhelming urge to commit suicide. Research has shown that it would probably respond to the right sort of antiviral medication, but no one has been able to develop one yet. Nearby towns are filled with the corpses of people who took their own lives. The uninfected have only barely managed to survive and have been sent to underground shelters, supervised by the government. Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one.
Fi shut the journal with a soft slap. A sickly silence drifted through the room. The newspaper article, the recording, the conversation with Tenmyoji, and now this journal entry. There was no more hiding from the truth. The pandemic had already happened.
And that, I think, is where we're ending it today. Boo! Yes, but hey, we got a lot of good shit today. So, hopefully you enjoyed this one. And I'll see you next time. Skyjack signing off. Bye-bye!